All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back Hoth Wampa. Very cool stuff. 40th anniversary figure here, guys. Now, this is a 6-inch figure from what I understand. However, it is not in the usual Black Series box. We have it here with the Kenner logo, kind of in a vintage style box, if you will, but not exactly vintage either. So very cool, very nice box, and the box comes wrapped in a foil print. Each photograph is in a foil style print, so it's very nice and shiny and bright. That's why you kind of have like the haze over here on the Wampa part, but when you see the box in hand, it is very, very impressive. So for the front of the box, we have a very cool depiction of the figure pulling Luke Skywalker from the Tauntaun that he just ripped Luke from. And then of course, again, we have the figure at the bottom here, our Kenner logo, Hoth Wampa, our Empire Strikes Back Star Wars logo with the banner wrapped around the Empire Strikes Back, and then of course our 40th anniversary logo in the upper left-hand corner. So on the side of the box, or the immediate side of the box, I should say, you have another illustration of the Wampa there, Hoth Wampa Star Wars Empire Strikes Back logo with the banner wrapped around it, and the Kenner logo. Very cool. Then on the back side of the box, you have a couple of more illustrations with the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back logo with the banner Hoth Wampa. Again, a couple of illustrations there of the Wampa with Luke Skywalker and the Tauntaun, raising Luke Skywalker above his head, and then of course here with Luke hanging in the cave. So very, very cool and awesome stuff. The box is kind of like in a normal rectangular box style, but it has the card back, kind of hangs off to the side as well. Our Hasbro logo, Disney, and all of our other readables there at the bottom. And then on the other side of the box, we have the Wampa having his arm cut off by Luke Skywalker, our Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back logo again with the banner wrapped around it. And then we also have a little blurb for our Wampa. So let's go ahead and get a read of that blurb. Wampas are powerful furred bipeds that dwell in the snowy wastes of the ice world Hoth. These hulky predators have razor-sharp fangs and claws, yet move with surprising stealth, relying on their white fur for camouflage while hunting prey such as tauntauns. A Wampa attacked Luke Skywalker outside Echo Base, killing Luke's tauntaun and dragging the rebel commander away. An injured Luke awakes to find himself upside down in the Wampa's lair. His feet frozen to the cave ceiling, Luke uses the Force to call his lightsaber to his hand, cut himself free, and sever the Wampa's arm with a quick stroke. So really cool blurb of the full scene with the Wampa there, which is really cool. And then again, at the bottom, we have our Kenner logo, Star Wars logo. Very awesome stuff, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this guy out of the box. We're gonna get a look at the articulation, the detail, and all of that good stuff. And then of course we will put him in a diorama setting as we always do. All right, you guys, so right out of the box, first impressions, he is a big boy with a lot of articulation. I did mess with the articulation just a bit, just solely with the arms, but I can tell with my experience from the 3 1/4 size version of this figure that they gave him very similar articulation, and that 3 1/4 size figure actually is very, very much articulated, and I can see that this guy probably has the same articulation and probably more, but we will see that in just a moment. So let's get you guys a closer look at the 6-inch Hoth Wampa. So getting you guys a look at this bad boy, and he is a bad boy. Yeah, he's a big guy, really heavy, very thick, as you guys can see. A lot of weight to this guy. Very, very awesome looking guy. Again, very similar to the 3 1/4 size one that we received, just obviously a whole lot bigger. So really, really awesome looking guy. And I like the features. I love the horns there. So getting you guys a close-up look at the facial features, the mouth, the fur has an off-white color to the chest. Obviously it would be blood stained because he doesn't eat with a napkin underneath his neck there. So, and then of course the hands would also be blood stained. So they applied the off-white color to the appropriate areas, also to the legs, the bottom of the legs there, a little bit on the feet as well. So there is some weathering on this guy, and he is a heavy guy. Very, very heavy guy. On the back, not so much. There is a little bit, I guess the weathering does kind of go around to the back on the bottom of the legs. Not so much on the back though. It is more of that closer to white color. But the fur is all kind of a dingy white. It's just you have the other areas that are more of a dingier white than the rest of the fur. But really cool stuff. I wish the mouth was articulated. That would have been cool as well. If you could have the open and closed mouth on the Wampa, that would have been awesome. But very cool guy. So getting you a look at the articulation, your Wampa is going to give you a straight arm like so. Elbow bend only goes out about that far. That's as far up as you're going to get it because the fur is a mold. It's not real. It is flexible, but not too flexible where he can get his arm up a little bit higher than that. That's as far as you're going to get him. He is going to give you the 360 all the way around. No problems there. Now, because this particular arm, this arm here that's sticking out, has the feature where it comes off when Luke cuts the arm off, it does not give you the any articulation going out to the side. However, the other arm does. This arm, he's going to go out to the side about that far. That's as good as he's going to get right there. You have a twist at the elbow. You do have a twist at the elbow there. Also a twist in the wrist as well. There is also a hinge in the wrist, so you will get some back and forth movement in the hand. It's the same on both sides there. In the leg area, it's going to kick out really well. Goes up about that far. Your knee high, it's going to be about that high. He's only going to go back about that far. The leg does have a side hinge that allows the leg to go out. Wide stance for your Wampa is going to be about that wide, which is really cool. Your twist is going to be at the thigh. There's a twist at the thigh. There's also a twist at the knee as well. So you have a twist at the knee. In the ankle area, he's going to go down about that far, up only about that far. You do also have the rocker as well in the foot. In the torso area, he's going to go down about that far, back about that far. It goes back like really, really far. That's really good. Very good. And you have a really cool range of motion in the ab area. I think there's a couple of different points of articulation. Yeah, because you have your twist is at the mid torso. So your twist is going to be at the mid torso, which is really cool. But then you have a hinge that is in here that allows him to bend back and forth. In the head area, he's going to go down about that far, up about that far. You do have a little left to right, but again, it's very tough because of all of the fur under the chin area. And then you can even, there is a little bit of room for a little bit of head nod, but you're not going to have this guy with any kind of confused look, because when he's going after his prey, he's just going after his prey. So very, very good articulation with your 6-inch Wampa. Very, very awesome stuff. So your Wampa doesn't come with any additional accessories, unfortunately. It would have been nice to get some type of accessory, whether it be the Tauntaun. That would have been cool, because we've never received Luke's Tauntaun in the 6-inch. I know we received Han's Tauntaun, but not Luke's Tauntaun, if I'm not mistaken. So it would have been nice if the Tauntaun was an added addition to this particular set. But he does come with the removable arm, obviously, to depict the moment where Luke chops off his arm. So you just simply pop the arm out of its socket, but it is a kind of a tough pull. But let's see if we can get this thing pulled off. So your Wampa does have the removable arm feature. Even comes with a little bit of red circle around there to depict the blood that should be gushing from his arm. Really cool. That is the one and only feature or additional feature with this particular character, that he has the removable arm with the blood circle around the arm, just like the 3 1/4 size figure. So just for size comparison, here is your Wampa next to Chewie and Han Solo. So with the human figures, he obviously towers over them. He also would tower over Chewie, not by much, but he is much taller than Chewie. And then here's a comparison with Garazeb Aurelius and our heavy Mandalorian. And obviously the Wampa is the undisputed tallest figure in the 6-inch line, guys. So really, really cool stuff. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get our Wampa into a little cool diorama. All right, guys. So there he is, your Hoth Wampa 6-inch figure, Hasbro exclusive. Absolutely awesome figure. I really love the articulation with this particular figure. It does lack some articulation in the arm that pops off, but what it lacks in that particular arm in regards to articulation, it makes up in other areas of articulation throughout the figure. So it is absolutely awesome. I had no issues whatsoever posing this figure, putting him in different positions, stood up completely. It's a nice weighted figure, so the balance on it is really, really good. You can get him in almost any pose, and he's going to hold that pose for you. So, really cool figure. Definitely is going to make my top 10 figures of the year for 2020, guys. You definitely want to catch that video at the end of the year. Should be out sometime at the end of December, the beginning of January 2021. So definitely look out for that, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this figure. Were you able to pick up this exclusive? I know it was made available to some of the premium members, such as myself, and then the day after, it was made available to the general public. Premium members were able to get their packages right away. That's why I have mine. And non-members will be getting theirs sometime in March of next year. So let me know if you have this figure, or do you plan on getting this figure? Are you expecting it next March? Let me know and put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.